They used to say, a full cup cannot receive more water.
Battle of Velmore, 1347.
What does it mean? Why did they fight?
Shh, it doesn't matter. Just memorize it.
Miss Ashford, something you'd like to share with the class?
No, sir. I apologize.
Knowledge is not a conversation, Lyra. It is a gift we place in your hands. Your task is simply to hold it.
Yes, Headmaster.
Greywood has produced 43 ministers, 12 scientists, and 107 judges. This is not chance. This is method.
Mom, did you ever wonder if there was another way to learn?
Greywood made me who I am, Lyra. Don't ask questions that have no useful answer.
Salada? That's the place with no tests, no grades, no structure. How is that even a school?
I don't want to go. I had never left Greywood. Mother said the world beyond was chaotic, undefined, as if those words were diseases. What is this place?
You must be Lila. Come, sit anywhere you like. There are no assigned seats here.
Where do I sit?
Here, next to me. I saved the spot under the good light.
To understand the world!
To build things that don't exist yet.
Lila, what do you think?
What do you think? To pass the exam and get a good job?
That's a very honest answer, Lila. Now tell me, who taught you that?
That corner is the wonder wall. You write questions, not answers. The bigger the question, the better.
Why does music make us cry? Can a machine feel lonely? What existed before the universe? These have no answers.
Exactly. That's why they're the most important ones.
This is chaos. How do they measure progress?
They don't measure it. They watch it grow.
They're migrating earlier because of temperature. That means...
I hear you've been asking many questions over there. Questions are a luxury, Lyra. The world rewards answers.
But what if our answers are wrong?
Our answers have built this city. You would not be standing here without them.
The girl from Greywood who now wanders Solara. Hallican hasn't seen your kind in a long time.
My kind?
The ones who begin to notice the door. Come, I have a book for you. Not to memorize, just to feel.
But what if they're right? What if structure and discipline are more important than joy? What if this is just playing?
Mom, I've discovered that the spring migration times are shifting by 7 days on average due to climate
That's a
change.
hobby, Lyra, not a career, not a future.
How do you know? Did you try? Did anyone at Greywood let you try?
Excuse me?
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm asking a real question, Mom, for the first time.
Dear Mother, I don't know who I am anymore. Or perhaps for the first time.
Society needs reliable citizens, not dreamers.
And I say a society without dreamers is a society that has already begun to die. It is becoming real and urgent.
If the exchange program fails to improve our students' metrics, we will demand a reassessment of Solita's accreditation. The ministry will have no choice.
I overheard them! In the boardroom, Voss is planning to shut down Solata. He's using the exchange program as a test. If it doesn't produce the right metrics...
Then we have to prove him wrong.
I can help. Academically. I know how they think. I can argue their own logic back at them.
Great.
Good. Perfect. Good.
We realized we needed all of us. The logical mind, the creative vision, the heart that asked the first question.
That's enough.
We have each other.
Tomorrow everything changes.
Aldrich, I thought you should know. Lyra is planning something. A presentation.
Against you. I'm telling you because I care about her.
I want to protect her from her own idealism.
Thank you, Nadia. You did the right thing.
Let her speak. Let them all see how ill-prepared idealism is. Let the parents understand what Solara has done to their children's future. Then we will close the door.
The board has made a decision. The exchange program between Greywood and Solata will be terminated immediately. Furthermore, we have grave concerns about Solara Institute's educational validity. We are requesting a full accreditation review. This is our solemn duty to protect our children's futures.
I would like to speak. Please.
When I arrived at Solata, I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know what I thought. I only knew what I'd been told to know. That is not education. That is a cage with very clean bars. Greywood builds doors, but Solara taught me to open them. We need both, and right now, one is trying to destroy the other.
I am withdrawing my objection to Solara Institute. Furthermore, I am proposing a joint curriculum committee. We have been two halves of an answer that should have always been one.
The synthesis wasn't immediate, but slowly, something new began to grow.
I never asked you what you wanted to be. I told you what to be. I'm sorry, Lyra.
You wanted the best for me. You just used the only map you had.
And now?
Now we draw a new one. Together.
She reminded me of someone, Thomas.
Who?
Me. When I was 14.
Whatever happens tomorrow, I learned more in these 3 months than in 8 years at Greywood.
That's because you finally stopped performing and started thinking.
I wrote a question once. Why do birds sing in the morning? I think I know now. It's not instinct. It's joy. They sing because the night is over.
They built a new school. Not Greywood reborn. Not Solata unchanged. Something altogether new. Something that respected the rigor of the past, but honored the questions of the future.
The birds returned, not driven away by the rigid walls, not overwhelmed by the chaos of freedom. They came home to a place that could contain both.
But why do you think that? Not what do you think, I already know what you think, I want to know why.
They're still learning to ask better questions. That's all I ever wanted.
And some are beginning to answer their own questions. That's how learning becomes real.
They used to say a full cup cannot receive more water. But a mind that was taught to question, that cup has no bottom. It holds everything, still makes room for more. It came from understanding that a mind needs both roots and wings, structure and freedom, answers and questions.